Alright, so I just got this piece of shit subwoofer from Craigslist. Bitch said it worked. Pop this bitch off. Sounds like booty cheeks. Not good. I was pissed. And then I realized maybe I have a project at hand. So tore it all apart, and I want to show you guys my Bluetooth subwoofer build I made out of this little piece of shit with this nice finished box. Alright, let's get into it. So guys, I figured this was a decent little box, nice cabinet for a Bluetooth speaker. So I went ahead, went with the little flathead screwdriver, pried up around this guy here to expose the little piece of shit sub. Had the screws, took this out, like, bam! There we have it. A nice box with a decent little port. So went online, found me a decent little setup. Bam! So this is a Dayton Audio 4-inch RS 125-4. So it's a 4 ohm. I'm not sure how many watts. I'm probably gonna put a link in the description. This little guy I had it hooked up earlier, pretty much thumps compared to this little piece of trash. I don't know, generic brand. I know it was an RVC system. Yeah, so that one is the farting subwoofer. This one hopefully is gonna sound a lot better. So I had some holes from the speaker grill. I ended up filling them up with hot glue, trap the air all in the ported box here. So let's see if we can get the next step going. Alright guys, next up here I picked out a tweeter online, ordered it as well. The Dayton Audio TD20F-4, also a 4 ohm. Got these brand new. I just had tried it out before I put it on the video. There's a nice little piece gasket here to make sure we seal in all the air in that box. And I'm actually going to cut a hole out on the top of the box here. I think I'm going to have that on the top with the sub in the middle, and then I'm going to show you guys my parts in just a moment for like the amp and the battery and stuff like that. Maybe some tools that I got going on here to get this project underway. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I end up using this 1 1/8 inch hole saw. I just kind of estimated before I ordered the speaker how big it would be, since it was a 3/4 inch speaker. Definitely not big enough. You can see the size comparison here versus how big it is in the back. So that was not big enough. I didn't really have many other options, and I wanted to get this done. So I ended up using my drill, and I just did 3 of them right here, as you can see. Kind of tough to get that third one. What really helped was this drill bit in the middle helped stabilize it on the first 2. And that third one, this looks a little rough, but I'm pretty sure my speaker is going to go ahead and cover that up, so we can go ahead and get this installed. Alright, I know you guys are curious about the rest of the parts. So what we have here is a little amp kit I ordered on eBay right here. I'm not for certain on the model number. I think I'll end up putting it on link in the description for you guys. Decent little piece here. I had to get this switch put in. Didn't have one of those. Got it at Walmart. Just toggle switch. Only $3. So we got that all installed. White and the black wire in there. This is gonna go. These 2 leads will go to the battery. I'll show you in just a moment. And then we have the speaker terminals. This has actually got a nice onboard crossover built into the board. So 1 set of negative positive for the woofer, and then if you can see 1 set on there for the tweeter. onboard crossover, I believe the guy told me, was this section kind of right here. And this guy right here section is going to be the Bluetooth. Crazy thing is, this thing got damaged in shipping. And this little capacitor guy here, oh shit, I'm going to have to resolder that again. Was busted up, so I had to resolder it. And I've been janking this thing around the table until it busted off. So I could have sent it back, but I actually happen to have a soldering iron I got, so we'll end up doing that just so we don't have to worry about shipping it back. It was a US shipper though, so that's nice. On the front of this little nice plate finish here, it's nice because it helps mount the board in the box. Obviously we have the on and off switch. These four just connect to some little guys back here, and I guess the guy told me that's part of the heatsink. So this whole plate becomes the heatsink. I hadn't seen that before. It's kind of neat. Came with the volume knobs as well. This looks like it's for a guitar and amp, so it's the input for a 1/4-inch jack. Has the aux input. I'll be using that. Volume, got this all dialed in, and then we have a DC input to charge. I believe it charges at. Let's check it out. We're looking at a 16.8 volt at 1 amp. So that's all it needs. This is the battery. I'm trying to press the ends here. It's a pretty big one. 4,400 mAh battery. Just got this guy on eBay. It was like 10 or 12 bucks. Not too bad of a deal. Just got those negative positive leads. They end up connecting to those 2 leads on the back of the Amplifier. They're very great. So we're gonna see if we can fit this all in the box down here and get this thing finished up. So this is not going to be an issue. I'm going to attach the battery with some Velcro. So usually I'll order something online. Got this at Walmart for about $4, $3. Holds up to 10 pounds, so I think the batteries should hold it. They show a massive flashlight on here. So Velcro seemed like it'd be the best option. I didn't see, most YouTubers weren't showing what they use to mount their battery. I mean, I looked at quite a few videos, and everyone kind of just skipped over that step, it seems like, what they use to mount it, just like show the install. So I'm showing you guys what I'm using to mount it. I've been testing this out for a few days, kind of on the table without being all put together. The battery doesn't really even get hot or too much really even warm at all, so I don't see that being an issue. Also had to pick up a few tools. Get the Bluetooth speaker thing going. Had to get drill bit so I can start my hole. I'm gonna have to drill into the box to mount the amp plate, and then I also have to use a jigsaw to cut that after I make my pilot hole. So I had to actually go on Craigslist, believe it or not, get me a jigsaw. I mean, this guy was 20 bucks. Not a bad deal. It came with a case. Didn't come with blades. That was kind of stupid, but 20 bucks. You get to pick what kind of wood you use, what you're using it for. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to use for this one here. Looks like that's kind of the countertop. Countertop, thin board and pipes, plywood, and then just like a regular 2x4. I think this stuff is MFD in there, which seems like it would be like a countertop. It's really dense. But I don't know. I might end up just using this one here. It's more, a little bit thicker. So another thing I picked up, I always saw all you YouTubers use some type of filler for your box. This big bag was like $5 at Walmart as well. I know I just went on a last minute Walmart supply. Usually I'll order this stuff online, but you know, I just had to get it. It was late night. And then in case I need it, for maybe this build or another one, I did get some wire at Walmart. I found this stuff. I don't know if I'll end up needing it or not. It's just some black and white wire that we can use for power if I have to extend anything or cut anything out, and resolder. Alright guys, let's get this build underway. So I went to the clean side of the box, and I traced with pencil. I know it's kind of jank. The lighting's kind of weird there. Traced with pencil the area I think I'm gonna need to put this in. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my drill, and I'm gonna start a pilot hole here, 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 and here. And then I'm going to see if I can go to town with the jigsaw and see how this guy comes out. So, alright guys. Alright guys, just busted out the jigsaw. Thing's a bit wicked. Alright. So, this little piece out here. That. And this will all be covered, so I mean, I know it's rough. I'm going to actually go ahead and wipe up this box and get ready for installing. This thing should be a decent little clean install. Probably do the battery first, get that in place. So you guys can all kind of see how we're going to put that in. Just kind of probably away from the amp down. Well, that'll be the top. So this is all going to be covered. Probably end up putting the battery in this back corner so it's always down. I don't want it hanging from the top. I mean, I know the stuff said it was Velcro said it was good for 10 pounds, but I don't think there's a reason to suspend it. So let's see after we get this little guy cleaned up with some paper towels. Go off the inside. See what we can do. Alright guys. Here she is. All cleaned up. Pretty nice. Alright. I don't know about that side. I might end up sanding that and painting it, depending on how much I use this and how it sounds. So yeah, when I was drilling in to get these pilot holes started, I forgot about this tube. Goofed that up, so we got a hole in there. And then when I was cutting with the jigsaw, I was trying to make sure not to hit the tube, because that's only half inch down there. This is a pretty long guy, so I end up fucking one of them up pretty bad. Luckily, they come in a 5-pack, so I only messed one up. I didn't hit the tube at all with the jigsaw. If it did, I had another one. It's a different size tube, base port, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I'm not sure what this is going to be tuned at. I've heard you can tune like a sub after the box and everything's already been built. Well, not pick what you want, but you can figure out what it's tuned at by playing some test tones, and then you'll kind of see which tone is the loudest and makes it move the least at the same time. So maybe we'll go ahead and do something like that after we get this going and try to dial in kind of what we're tuned at here. I'm curious to see if it's about 35-40 hertz or even above that, but we'll, I guess, find out. So I got some hot glue gun heating up right here. I think I'm gonna put some tape on this guy here and then fill it kind of with a glob of hot glue, get that sealed back up. So that's what we're doing right now, and we'll check back in. Alright guys, just put some hot glue on it. Trying to see with the light. That hole right there. And I got some tape. Is it bubbling out? Ah, it's hot. So we'll see how that turns out. I guess I'll gently take the tape off here in a few minutes when it dries. Alright guys, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm attaching the battery in my cabinet here. I didn't really see that on YouTube too much. Really No one will explain what they did. To figure out something. He said Velcro strips, Walmart, $3. I got 2 packs just in case I need more for the sticker later. That's it. I think I'm gonna see if I can put this guy over speaker here. Trying to have the shittiest tripod ever. For now. Bear with me. I'm gonna try to put this guy somewhere right back in there in the corner. Just kind of out of the way of the port and everything else going on. See if I can get some stuff attached. And do it.
I just wanna see the sky shining from the other side, looking down on all my friends, making sure they walking right, cause ain't nobody watch our back, and it's like way too hard for that. I made it out with my heart intact, my heart still can't harvest that.
All about the finesse. Get this guy in there nice. Pressing it against the edges here. I actually end up putting it on one wall and around, hook it around a corner. I think that should be enough. I'm thinking about actually going ahead and using the second strip, putting some on the bottom of the battery too. So let's go ahead and do that.
It's that work hard, play hard, make you quit that day job. I smoked so much this year, we couldn't even take a day off. I plan to take a trip, want the money, how it's spent. I just
There, sorry, there's a camera angle. My girlfriend has my good tripod.
Hey, it's lit. Call my partners up, we going up, you slowing
For
up.
reasons.
I never judge, but you indulge in truth. I never touch the stuff. One puff of that fluffy stuff, shit hit me like a sucker punch. Side effects and
Alright, so I want to give you guys a closer look up in the box here. What we have going on. Okay, let's wrap this around the wall, and then I have this little piece back on the corner on the floor. Alright, so now let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the battery in that same area around the wall and the floor. And we'll stick this guy in. Alright, got it done. Pretty self-explanatory. I just wanted to show. Kind of looks like carpeted at the bottom. I'm going to wrap it the sides as I didn't measure. It's not perfect science. It's just the Velcro in the box here. So, let's see if we can put it in there. Now kind of shake the box around and see what we get. I did tape up the leads, guys. You want to do this. This stuff will touch and they'll spark. And I mean, I feel like they always just go towards each other. It's so weird. They'll just it's kind of bullshit. So let's get this guy in. Let's see if we can give her like a little shake test. I don't want my battery moving around in there and knocking my amp board loose or anything stupid like that. Alright guys, got it in there. Let's go ahead and put this guy upside down. And that's going to be more than anything that I'll be doing with this guy. I just want to make sure I can carry it any which way and not have to worry about my battery moving and just staying put. Nice solid connection there with that Walmart Velcro. Shout out Walmart. So next step, I'm going to see if I can fit the amp plate on there, on this little spot here, and we'll drill it in with some screws that I got, and it'll cover up this fat, ugly hole. And then I did decide that I'm going to go ahead and keep the tape over the hole. You guys will see I got a little idea. I got some more tape. I might end up just taping up this whole port. Maybe give it a little bit of style. We'll see. I might stencil something on it too. I mean, the outside of the box. I don't know yet, but I think I'm going to keep that. I kind of like the fact that it looks like that. So, alright. Let's go ahead and get this amp board on.
Until my liver give away, I think I lost my mind
and see how she fits.
my soul if you can find it, and even exchange
Bam! Got that on there. I left a few. I don't know. I'm gonna put that in. Rattles. I left a few screws out because they're actually sending me. I'm ordering another power switch. It's gonna actually fill in that whole hole right there, so I'll have a little bit of air getting out. So I don't know. I might end up putting these screws in. I guess I need to drill them so they'll be piloted. Anyways, super clean look so far. Nothing else hooked up yet. Tweeter, remember, going in there. And then we got our little 4-inch sub. And then I'm looking at maybe doing some decorative design here. I think that looks pretty nice. So maybe we'll see if we can patch up some of these wires. I was a little bit worried about this little tunnel piece here hitting the amp, but it looks like we was able to do it. So let's see what we got. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and hook up my positive and negative in here. I would have thought this through would have done it first. For the speaker, do this. So I have a little tiny screwdriver here somewhere. I'll be able to fit this in here, loosen them up, slide it in, tighten it up. Don't have a little tripod to put it on film, but you guys get the idea. And then after the speaker's hooked up for the little 4-inch little woofer, I'm going to go ahead and hit the tweeter in the top, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect my battery to my amp board, these wires, and then should have a decent little finished product here. So let's go ahead and hook up these speakers. Tweeter in place. Like I said, it does clean up that whole area on the top there. Gives it a pretty nice look there. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw that in, and then get them connected. Alright guys, we did it. We got the speakers hooked up. That was actually a bitch. So I would always definitely recommend putting them on your amp board first. And then I almost forgot to solder this little guy here. I saw him, and then I was able to stick my my soldering gun in there and get that all soldered up. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. So last thing I said, I guess I'm gonna attach this guy, and then my battery, and then we're gonna go ahead and try out the speaker, guys. Let's see what it sounds like. You guys remember the before and the after, so we'll see what the after sounds like. Alright, so keeping you guys updated, I ended up getting my negative taped. Make sure you tape this. You don't want it touching crap in here or anything. So people will say you can use those little sheaths and melt them. I've always used electrical tape. Make sure you put a couple layers. Don't put like one layer. You know, I got 3 or 4 layers. Make sure you attach it to quite a bit of the wire as much as you can, so it's got something to grip on. We're gonna go ahead and hook up the 2 positive ends here, and then we'll go ahead and probably give her a small test, make sure everything works before I seal it up, and then we can go from there. Alright, here we go, guys. Yeah, that's a good sound. Connected. See if we can play some beats. We'll check it out. Let's check this bitch out. I think it sounds a lot better in the box.
I feel good sometimes I don't.
So we're gonna go ahead and throw it in the box. Just wanted to go ahead and test it out. This thing is hitting the highs like a motherfucker up here. That's the highs. Let's see how low we can get this motherfucker when we get this in the box and all installed, and we'll test it out here. Alright guys, and one more thing I think I'm gonna go ahead and skip putting that fluff in there. I just don't know how much I trust. I don't need a fire. You know, I'm already kind of doing this amateur electrical work. You know, I trust that, but lots of just like wires, heat, possibility for sparks. I don't know, you guys tell me what you guys think. I just don't think I'd rather have my Bluetooth speaker not catch on fire due to that. I don't think it's gonna make it sound, infinitely better. But you guys let me know in that comment section if that little sound deadeners would help or be a hazard.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you. Pull the trigger.
Maybe you should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Nobody gonna do for you.
Don't.
Pull the trigger.
And they say they never heard Midwest gangster raps. Gangster raps. Show you where the bricks with the hustlers and the gangsters at. Gangsters at. What the fuck can I say? Another young black male tryna get it a whole lot. Cause if I ain't seen it, I did it this young. Niggas remember, how could they forget me? Sky's the limit. I just hope I'm in the right lane mission. Cause it's looking like these bricks got me closer to $1 million. Just selling some CDs, I live in a small city where everybody tripping 4-2. Get a hold of that bitch, but she get a hold of you when you missing. It's outside, you can call it Hell's Kitchen, cause my bed's out. Just like niggas tryna get it. Dressing up like swerves, taking pictures, tapping phones, tryna listen, tryna catch all of us slipping. They wanna know who got the way. Me too, cause I'm tryna get straight. Nigga on his paper chase. All we know how to do is get cake, get cake. And if you spit in my face, then I'ma piss on your grave. That's why you can't get money with dumb niggas. Some niggas that try to steal from right under your. Just like niggas tryna get it. Dressing up like swerves, taking pictures, tapping phones.
Alright guys, just wanted to show you, this is a 12-inch Bluetooth, what it sounds like. It's got a nice horn tweeter on there. I mean, we're a speaker household, speakers all around this bitch. This thing's 100% Bluetooth. It is plugged in, so it's dead. But it's got the works on here. This handle will pull up a little bit higher. Gets stuck sometimes, but pull this bitch around like a suitcase for a 12-inch sub. And that's what that sounds like compared to mine. A little bit more bass, a little bit louder, but this thing's huge versus this.